Hey Soul Fam, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. And as promised, I'm here again. Okay? And as the week go on, I'm going on a cute little May-K. That's what I call it. May-K. So I'll probably be recording in my room, but the message will still do what it needs to do. Ooh-wee. And Soul Fam, I got a quick word for y'all. I don't know if it's quick, but I'm gonna start a little, and see where it go. so, Soul Fam, as you are placing your manifestations in, and I'm calling the manifestations because it's the popular word right now. That's one, and two, it's because it's something we really desire. It's something that we desire to have for whatever reasons. It's something that we want. It's not something that we need, but it's something that we want. Okay, and your why is, hey, it's your why. You don't have to have a. Do you have to have a reason why you want something? That's a good question. Do you need a reason why? What's the reason why? I think you do have to have a reason. We'll get into that. I haven't thought about that. See, I'll say we don't know where we're gonna go, but. I was going to say that, as you're placing and putting in your messages, manifestations, their messages, because you're sending God a message and you ask for him to respond. Rather, he's fine the way we want him or her to respond. That's, on God. And I don't have the answers for that because I'm not God. But God, keep doing what you do because you do what you do. Anyway. So, fam, what I want you guys to understand when you are putting in your message and you're putting in your manifestation, it's important to understand that one is it's not really a need. Some of us think like we need this, and I think when we're sending out our messages, we're telling God what we need. When he knows what we need. He's not asking you to ask him, what do you need? You know what I'm saying? But more, what do we want? So sometimes when we're asking for a manifestation and we're writing things down, we often take for granted and overlook to the fact that it's not something that we cannot live without. And some of us subconsciously, don't realize this. Okay? So oftentimes we'll sit around waiting what feels like forever, or we keep running into roadblocks. Have you ever just maybe you just been going on dates and it's just been like or maybe you're waiting for your business to flourish. Maybe you're waiting to quit that job so that you can work fully from your brand. But what I want you to understand is that when you're asking, make sure you're asking from a place of grace. Like, God, I would love a new car, but you have now some of y'all may try to fool God. You can't fool him. That's why you see, what you see around here is because some people are trying to fool him and some people are not. Some people are fooling you and some people are not. Okay, so when you ask with grace, and you'll know when it feels right, because you'll feel this different type of joy inside, and it's not really easy to explain. But just know. But I want you guys to understand, when you're asking for your manifestation, you need to feel that it's not something you need. So when you feel that it's not something you need, you gain peace. That's how you know that, okay, I'm happy with whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? So let's put it into perspective real quick, because I don't like to talk too broad, but I want y'all to think broad. I want you to really comprehend. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring it to us. All right, guys, I'm gonna mush my video together. But fast forward, right? So say you're going to the mall and you are looking for some shoes, but in the back of your mind, you know, like, I mean, if I don't find those shoes, then I can wear my other shoes. Okay? So when you're manifestation and when you're going after something, right? You know, and it's not something you need. Like, we need air, we need water, we need food, we need shelter. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Anything more than the basic needs and a little more than that, we don't need it. We want it. And sometimes we want it so bad that we think we need it. And when we're asking for what we're asking for, we're not asking from a place of love. You know, we're asking from a place from greed. You know, some of us are so greedy, you know, and it's not so bad, you know, don't be so defensive, but when you grow up and you don't have much and you didn't have a choice but not to have much, and then you get older and now you have a choice, you know, I could work this and I could get that and I could do this and I could get, it makes you feel more empowered. But if you don't control it, it can control you. Okay? So now you're always just fishing. You're fishing. And then you come to a place where you realize, like, this manifest that I want, it's not on Google. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Amazon. It's not on Uber Eats. It's like this thing that I want so bad. And sometimes some people, it's more of like a status, or it's more of like a certain amount of money, or, you know, it's something that you necessarily can't buy. You get my drift? So it's like you want it more, and you want it more, and you want it more, and you start going crazy. You start thinking about it night and day. And, you know, even looking for a place, or looking for a car, or looking for a friend, looking for partners. You get what I'm saying? Like, this generation is full of people that's looking for something that they think they need. Even a lot of my clients that I get. And it bothers some to know, like, you're right. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I want that. It looks really good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need it. And I want you guys to really understand that a lot of things that you're asking for with the sense of entitlement. You're asking for it in the sense of live or die. You know what I mean? And it's like, you sort of swallow, like, babe, you know what I'm saying? Like, hun, you don't need it to survive. And as I realized this and I took time to practice this, when I tell you new levels, okay? New levels and real levels, you know? So you have to do the work. Because all of this that I'm saying, let me tell you, it sounds so easy. But if somebody would have told me this a few years ago, I would have been like, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I would have took it with a grain of salt. Let me tell you. This is the most valuable thing you could ever learn how to do, is to come to peace with yourself and realize that you don't need it. Some of us think we killing our happiness and our joy, we losing our moments because we just think we need these things. Like, even when it rains, you don't need an umbrella. Some of us think when it rains, I need an umbrella, or I'm gonna get wet. You need to get wet. You need to feel that on you need a breeze. You know what I'm saying? You don't need an umbrella. It's raining for a reason. Go out there and feel it. Oh, but it's recycled rain and it's all this. You get what I'm saying? I think now you get me a little bit more. But when you go outside and it's raining, you don't need an umbrella. You'll still be able to see. You'll still be able to breathe. You'll still be able to get to your destination. Yeah. Clothes might get a little damp, okay? Because if your skin get wet, what's going to happen? It's going to dry. If your hair get wet, okay, it may mess up the style, but it's not going to fall off your head. You get what I'm saying? So some of us have to really understand what we need and what we want. And when we stop feeding our wants as if they are needs, we get a lot further. Physically, mentally. Okay? And sometimes the things we need are the things we ignore. Some of you guys need therapy, need coaching, need the right assistance to get you to the right level. And the stuff that we need, we don't get. And then we'll sit around and have small talk and have conversations that, you know, I'm gonna just stop right there. Y'all, because I don't want to go too left with this. Okay, I want y'all to really focus, because it's just the things I hear sometimes, and I hear people complain about, and I hear people moan about, and a lot of time it's nothing to complain about. Even the other day, guys, I went to Panera Bread, right? I love Panera, and love the soups, love the breads, love the coffee, love the tea. Hey, Panera. But I went to Panera, right? And they said no coins, and I was gonna pay with cash. And she was like, "Oh, we don't have any." It was like change. She was like, "We don't have any coins right now." So I was like, "Okay, give me the $5 here. Use my debit card." And she looked at me, and she was just like, she's like, "You're the first person that didn't complain about that." Like, she was so struck by the fact. Now you hear how foolish this is, but she stopped in her tracks and she looked at me and she's like, "You're the first person that didn't complain about that." And I was shocked she said that, because I'm just like, okay, you know, it's sometimes restaurants take cash and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they don't take cards. Sometimes they take cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. And I could giggle, but I could just imagine how many attitudes that lady caught because the store didn't have what someone else may have thought they needed. They needed to pay in cash. No, they don't have change. So that's why we have these plastic debit cards. Apple Pay. You get what I'm saying? Like, the things we're supposed to take serious, it's like we don't. And the things that we not supposed to take serious, it's like we do. And then when you meet someone that just don't take things that's not so serious, you're like, I can't figure her out. Why isn't she upset? It's nothing to figure out. It's just like, we've come to a place in society where we're just so wrapped up on our needs. On our wants. We're so wrapped on our wants. And our wants are not our needs. So, ladies, gentlemen, soul fam, okay? Be a little more gracious when you leave the house. Okay? The moment you can do whatever you want in your house. Okay? It's your house. But when you go outside into the world, okay? Because it's not your world. It's our world. Okay? We all gotta share it. We all gotta share the parking lot. We gotta share the water. We gotta share the furniture. When we go out there, it's to share. Okay? So shift an attitude where you realize that some of the things you're asking for is a want. You don't need it. Okay? Anything you need, okay, is there. Most of the time, you just gotta go outside and get it. Literally. That was a metaphor too. Okay? Alright, so fam. Thank you so much for tuning in and watch this video twice. Even if you just rewind it and watch the last 10 minutes. The last 2 minutes is crucial. It's important. And it'll take you further. Okay? It'll take you 10 times further than you've been trying to move in the past 10 years. Okay? So if you've been a little complacent and you came across this video, oh baby, you about to catapult. If you haven't been already, because if you've been tuned in overall, okay. Laugh a little, love a little, grace a lot, gratitude a lot. And you got to try it for yourself, okay? You got to see it for yourself. See it for yourself and then come back and let me know how it goes, okay? All right, so fam, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye for now.